What is going on YouTube? Examples here coming at you with a brand new Destiny video, and today we are using a setup that I don't normally use, and the reason I'm using this setup is because I need fusion rifle kills and scout rifle kills for two separate bounties. Now, I have recently acquired the weapon that I've been searching for a long time, and that is this bad boy right here, which is the Icebreaker. I managed to pick it up finally yesterday when I was playing the Nightfall with Ricky. Completed the Nightfall, I popped the actual bounty that I needed to obviously use for the Nightfall, and it came out with the Icebreaker, and my reaction was a pretty epic is probably the best word. A little bit over the top, but it was worth it. I managed to get the Icebreaker. Ricky still hasn't got it yet. He doesn't really use sniper rifles anyway, so he's not that fussed. But nevertheless, in today's video, as I said, we're using a setup that I don't normally use, and that is a fusion rifle alongside a scout rifle. My normal setup is a hand cannon plus the Icebreaker now, but in the past I have used pulse rifles and I have used scout rifles, but I prefer using the hand cannon and sniper setup now. So today's video is revolving around this particular bounty here and this bounty right here. So I'm very close to completing the scout rifle bounty. I may even do it in today's video depending on how well I play. I only need 14 kills with the scout rifle to finish off that particular bounty there. And I also need quite a few more kills with regards to the fusion rifles as well. It looks like I need 22 more kills with the fusion rifles. And if I'm honest, I don't really know how to use the fusion rifles properly in the Crucible. So that is probably why it's going to be a little bit more of a struggle for me to actually pick up fusion rifle kills than it will be anything else. So I've already done the sniper rifle and the hand cannon bounties because obviously I prefer those two weapons, hence why it's going to be a little bit easier for me to pick those up. And I've also played in the Clash game type already, and I've done that particular bounty as well. So that therefore means that we're going to be playing in my least favourite game mode in the Crucible, which is the Rift match game type. The reason why I'm playing in Rift is, number one, obviously I've already done the Clash game type, and number two, I want to finish this bounty as quickly as possible so I don't have to play this particular game type again, hence why we are playing in Rift rather than Clash today. And at the end of the video I will pop all of the bounties that I have available to actually end up using, just to see what we end up getting from the bounties at the end of the video as well. But nevertheless guys, we're just about to load into a game, so that's pretty good timing. I was about to say I'll cut until we load into a match, but it looks like we found one finally, so we are loading in as swiftly as we possibly can. So as I was saying, today's video might go terribly wrong in the sense that I might not play up to the standard that I'm used to playing. However, I am testing out new weapons and I'm testing out things that I don't normally use. Reason behind this, as I said, is for bounty use, but at the same time I just want to kind of challenge myself, because running around with a hand cannon plus the Icebreaker has got a little bit, I wouldn't say tedious already, but it's just something that I enjoy playing with so much that I want to kind of switch it up for today's video, and then we'll go back to actually using the Icebreaker for the first time on video, probably tomorrow, but nevertheless we are using this setup right here, as I said. Now with regards to everything, I pretty much leveled up as much as I could over the course of the last couple of days just by using Motes of Light, just so I have all the perks available to me on everything that I've got at the moment. Obviously the new stuff such as the Icebreaker, such as the Scout Rifle I'm using in today's video, and the Ghost I've also got, I haven't actually been able to upgrade as of yet. I could have done it before today's video, but I've just been playing the game. I've been getting used to using a Scout Rifle and a Fusion Rifle for today's video, so that is why you probably won't end up seeing me use end up seeing me use any of the Motes of Light to be able to level anything up. But nevertheless, let's get into this game, let's see what we can do, and let's see if we can at least finish off the Scout Rifle bounty in today's video. I think I said I needed 14 kills to finish this particular bounty off, so fingers crossed we can actually get that done. Now one thing I want to say before we even get into this particular game is I also do not like this map one bit. It's one of the least favourite maps that I could actually have been loaded into for today's game, and I say that because this particular map is probably the most camp heavy map in the world, and that is why. People camp inside pretty much 90% of the time on this map, and it really annoys me. And we got caught in a crossfire pretty much. We got caught by people outside, we got caught by people inside, so I wasn't really too happy about the way that particular opening engagement went, mostly because most of my teammate actually ended up going into the inside area of the map, which therefore meant that I was left on my own trying to play for the Rift against the people that were outside, and it didn't really go as I wanted it to. It didn't really go according to plan. I don't care about that guy running past me, even though he has got a Rift. I will probably have to let him get that, not get killed by the Rift igniting, and then get that kill with the melee. There's also a guy out here still. I'll get that kill with my scout rifle as well. So, yes, okay, we did let the other team score in our Rift then, but if I'm perfectly honest, it was, I wouldn't say worth it, but at the same time it was. I got 2 scout rifle kills, and I also got an additional kill as well. This guy has no idea I'm here, I don't think, so I will nade just there as well, and I'll pick up a kill with a grenade. So I'm quite happy with the grenade kill. It also means that I've got to go and speak to Zavala with regards to that. So I will probably have to end up, or I will end up doing that at some point, but right now I'm just trying to stay alive, just trying to regen my shields as well. There we go. Okay, I'm getting shot at from my left. If I manage to get this kill, I was about to say, if I manage to get that kill, that Kai is absolutely awful. Don't actually understand how he's second in his team when I nearly turned on him there. Well, it was sort of a turn on, but at the same time, it wasn't too much of a turn on, so I can't really claim a turn on if I did end up getting a kill there. But at the same time, I would have liked to have said, oh yeah, I turned on that kid. Okay, so this guy has once again ignited our Rift, and unfortunately I think I'm going to die in this situation. I'll let my teammate pick up that kill, even though he did end up dying himself as well. So people keep leaving this game. Stop leaving the game, just play. There's so much of the game left that we could make a comeback here. I don't understand why people end up leaving games. It doesn't make sense. To me, it really doesn't make sense, because it's a game type that you can quite easily come back on as long as you play as a team. But it looks like most of my team aren't playing as a team, they're just running around trying to get kills. And if I'm perfectly honest with you, that's what I'm mostly doing, but I am running towards the objective, I am running towards the Rift, the Spark even, and I am trying to make sure that we end up getting the Spark at some point in this game, because right now our team aren't anywhere near the Spark. I did waste my super there. The guy managed to get around the outside of the aftermath of my super, which is a little bit annoying, but at the same time I can't really do much about that, because there was that little gap that he could get through to obviously get to the Spark. Luckily enough for me, he didn't go towards the Spark, he just ended up going back into somewhere that I could actually challenge him and be able to pick up the kill, which is fairly nice. And as I said, I haven't really used the fusion rifle so far this game. I want to try and use it a little bit more, but it is a little hard to use the fusion rifle when we're having so much pressure consistently put onto our Rift. So I am going to try and pick up this kill, or at least help with picking up this kill on the guy with the Spark. However, he has got a lot of team support coming, and I need to try and stay alive as much as possible. Let's just move that out of the way. Pick that, hopefully pick up at least some damage onto that guy. I'll put some bullets into him as well. This guy's coming to challenge me. Okay, double melee killed me, plus he had pretty much full health still, so I wasn't going to pick up that kill, but at the same time I would have liked to pick up that kill. But 3 Slaughter 7 is pretty much carrying the other team right now. He is the one guy that is doing the most damage to us, whether it be killing us or whether it be actually putting the Spark into the Rift. Obviously our team have not touched the Spark pretty much at all this game, which is a little bit frustrating, but at the same time I'm not too fussed, I guess. I am fussed because it means that we'll probably end up losing this game, just via the fact that the other team are picking up the Spark more than we are. This guy cannot snipe to save his life because he missed 2 easy shots for me, in my personal opinion. I honestly think he wasn't using the Icebreaker, but at the same time, if I was killed by him, it more than likely was going to pop up saying that you got killed by the Icebreaker in the little death screen area. So I can't really say too much about the weapon he was probably using, because I don't know what he has and what he hasn't got. But at the same time, I don't think he was using the Icebreaker, just because of the way he was playing that particular situation. This guy has heavy ammo, which he pretty much missed the whole of our team with, so I'm not too fussed about him. I am going to push down and see if I can get this special weapon ammo though. Let's pick this up. Right, let's push on. This guy, put some damage into him, which makes him pretty much one shot for our scout rifle, and I'm going to use my super on that guy as well. Right, okay, where is he? Where is the enemy runner? Has he gone inside or is he still outside? I think he's still outside, considering that there's no progress being made on his actual little dots on the left hand side there, and we managed to kill him as well, so that's good. We managed to actually stop. We are managing to now stop the enemy runner. However, in my personal opinion, it's a little bit too late to be able to do this. We need to kind of try and stop him, or wanted to try and stop him a little bit sooner in the game, but nevertheless, it's better late than never, I guess you could say, with regards to the game. I would prefer, however, okay, I managed to miss so many shots there, but I would have preferred to actually have my team wake up a little bit sooner. But we are having a good show in this game, so I probably will still end up uploading this particular video. Solely because I like to upload videos that I do well in. I don't always mind if I lose, as long as I have a good game and I manage to get the content out that I want to get out. So for example, in this particular game, I am getting out quite a bit of content, not quite a bit of content, but I'm playing quite well. I'm using a setup that I don't normally use, which is another like little thing I wanted to do in today's video as well, and I get double teamed there, unfortunately. But using this particular setup, as you've seen, I don't really end up using the fusion rifle on it all that much. However, I do use the scout rifle quite a bit, and that is what gets me most of my kills. So I'm hoping that I can continue this particular trend on going forward, whether it'll be through actually obtaining a victory in a game or anything on those lines. I'm not too sure, but obviously being able to get kills with the scout rifle, I do get myself one step closer to being able to finish off the bounty that I've got for the scout rifles. I do end up dying from a Mida multi-tool, which seems to be the most popular scout rifle to use, even though I personally don't like using the gun anymore. I used to use it back in, well, back a couple of months, not months ago, but a couple of weeks ago, I actually ended up using the gun. And I wasn't bad with it, it's just that it's not a gun that I enjoy using, hence why I haven't really used it all that much, or at all, even when I've got a bounty with regards to a scout rifle. Okay, there's a wall there, Tim, come on, let's go. Okay, I thought I was going to get out of that. I thought that guy was missing his shots, obviously not. But I managed to use my Twilight Garrison and jump myself into a wall, which is a little bit stupid. But at the end of the day, I was kind of pinned down by the enemy team, so I didn't have much of an option other than obviously going into that particular wall with the Twilight Garrison. But we do end up shutting down the enemy runner there, and the game's a little bit closer now than it was before. However, Undoing Splash has just come in and pretty much wrecked the whole of my team, and that's pretty much most of his kills this game so far. He's got 910 points just by the quick glimpse that I had on the good old scoreboard whilst I was dead. And this particular grenade really annoys me because it tracks you for so long. Right, okay, let's pop up here. Right, I'm going to actually push this guy because oh, never mind, he's dead. I was about to say, I'm going to push this guy and try and get him out of this particular spot because it's quite powerful, but he ends up dying to a teammate anyway. So this is probably the furthest we've got, I was about to say, the furthest we've got with our Spark runner so far this game. In fact, I think that was like the first time we've actually had someone run the Spark further than, obviously, like halfway, I guess you could say. I managed to avoid that guy's super, which is quite good. And I'm probably going to die to his grenade anyway. Let's use it. Okay, so I say, yes, use our super on the guy that's going for the Spark. And then he uses his super on us before we can use ours. So a little bit annoying there, I guess you could say, with regards to that. But at the same time, he pressed his 2 triggers before I pressed mine. Hence why I ended up dying before I was able to get my super off. I'm not letting this guy go any further, so I will use my super to kill him. And this guy seems... Okay, I was about to say, this guy's going to absolutely destroy me because he's got first shot on me. But somehow, some way, I managed to turn that particular gunfight around. Now, I saw someone on the enemy team, I was about to say, jumping up there, or he was jumping to the side. I don't even know if that was the same person, if I'm perfectly honest with you. But at the same time, I definitely saw someone there. That was an assist. I thought that was going to be a kill. I'm a little bit disappointed with that. If you're not going to take it, I'll take it. Let's go. Let's see if we can actually get this particular Spark all the way to the enemy's base. More than likely, the answer will be no, because there you go, we got absolutely destroyed by a fusion grenade. But at the same time, as I said, I'm having a fairly good showing in this game. Yes, okay, I'm not doing as well as 3 Slaughter 7, but at the same time, I am at top of my team, which means that I'm playing fairly well in my personal opinion. Obviously, I have tried to go for the spark as much as possible, but our team in this game so far haven't really gone for the spark as much as I would have liked them to, because if we had actually gone for the spark as a team to start with, I think we would have been able to actually pick up the victory, or at least make this game a little bit more competitive than it currently is, because we're not down by much actually. We're down by 2,000 points. So 2,000 points isn't that much in the grand scheme of things, but when you're trying to obviously win a game that's first to 20,000, it is a little bit annoying. I don't know why I pushed into that grenade. That was a stupid play on my part. But nevertheless, it managed to push the other team back. But that's not really what we wanted. We wanted them to stay out in the open. We wanted them to stay around the mid-map area. That means that our runner could actually put the rift, or the spark, into the rift. And he was actually at the rift, so I'm not too sure whether he was just outside, being outside the area that he could obviously slam the spark into, or anything along those lines. But it does look like, unfortunately, we are going to end up losing this particular game, and I'm about to get destroyed. I was about to say, I'm about to get destroyed by a golden gun, because as soon as I pushed up there, the guy popped his golden gun and managed to basically kill us off of that. So we do end up losing today's game. We kind of brought it back towards the end, but at the end of the day, we did end up losing by basically 2,000 points, so it's not that bad, I guess. But at the same time, at the start of the game, I would have preferred to have my team push up towards the spark a little bit more than I did. For example, I pushed up quite a lot compared to my teammates, and myself and Prixis were the only real people, as well as Harris, 2 pencils, I guess, that actually managed to do something for our team in that game. I'm not bashing anyone. Obviously, some people are better at PvP than others, and some better at PvE even than others. But I played quite well in that game, I want to say. So let's get on to the other part of this particular video, which is turning in the bounties that we have for the Clash game type, the hand cannon, the sniper rifle. I don't think we managed to pick up the scout rifle one in that particular game, so that's a little bit disappointing, but we are very, very close. I only needed one more kill, which is a little bit disappointing, because getting that one kill could have been quite easy towards the end of the game. But what we'll do, we'll turn in this one first, which gives us obviously some reputation towards the next level in the Crucible, and we'll pop the Clash one first, which gives us a Hexcaster Arc. Don't think I'll end up using that particular gun, however, it will be a gun that I can infuse, potentially, depending on the attack value. So let's open this, and let's open this. So I didn't want to go out, I wanted to go to the character. So we got a 398 Hexcaster Arc. I think that's actually pretty much exactly the same, apart from, say, the Meter Multi-Tool and the Palindrome. I don't want to put it in a Palindrome because it's not the greatest Palindrome in the world, but I will keep hold of that to infuse into something else. And we get the Byronic Hero as well. So let's have a look at what we get perk-wise. We got Spray and Play. Increase the reload speed of this weapon when its mag is empty. That's fine. Snapshot. Aiming this weapon is incredibly fast. Explosive rounds. Volatile payload explosion on impact, dealing a portion of the weapon's damage in an area. Faster reload, reduced range. We don't want reduced range, unfortunately. We do want increased range on any sort of hand cannon. And we get Grenader as well. So I won't be using that particular hand cannon, but I might infuse it into something else. We do end up getting the Glass Promontory, I guess is how to pronounce that, which is another 4,000, that's a bit too much, 400 attack value weapon, another max attack value weapon that we have ended up getting. I will keep hold of that for now, because I might actually have some use for it. Even though I've got the Icebreaker, I won't always be using the Icebreaker, depending on what weapon I'm using at the primary slot. And we ended up obviously getting some leg armor from the last game, which I'm just going to get rid of. It's a 385, I don't want to use it. It's not worth anything to me. But nevertheless, guys, that is going to be the end of today's video. If you did enjoy it, please leave a like, rate, and subscribe to the channel for more Destiny content. As I said in yesterday's video, I'm hoping to get back to daily uploads. If not, it will be every other day. But as of right now, I am aiming for daily uploads.